Hold on, man. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Yes. It's Hot 97. Funk Flex, I'm here. I don't know what type of beat y'all talk over today, Tad. I don't know what would be appropriate, you know? Who shot you? All right, yeah. I mean, I like that. So I'm here in New York. So, you know, Nessa has a lot of influence because Nessa keeps me up to speed on things that are going on. So, Nessa, you know, a few people will shoot me a few stories. Tap Wiz, of course, Nessa, and shoot me stories of what's going on. So, I guess, where do we start? I gotta be honest. I wanna just double back to Colin Kaepernick, that situation, right? And I guess with the NFL, right? With the NFL, there was Colin was really expressing what he felt, what was going on, providing assistance and help, and he was a voice for bringing positivity, if that's the right word.
Yeah, well,
you know,
awareness.
Awareness is a better word. You're right, Tat. Your mic's not on, I don't think. Awareness to this whole situation that was going on with the NFL. Colin was criticized for kneeling.
Yep.
And let's not forget, Colin's reason for that was what he felt was going on with in America with
Police brutality.
With police brutality. And, you know, it was also, listen, he had some energy he felt about the NFL and maybe how it was moving and the owners and things like that. So in the midst of that, Jayz, you know, Jayz jumped into that situation and derailed it, right?
Yes.
But you know, before I continue with the Colin Kaepernick Jayz situation, we have to have a great understanding of who Jayz is. You know, and this is, for me, he is the world's greatest MC to me. And I know we're going to discuss this today, but I want to make sure you understand, I like 9 out of the 10 things Jayz does. This particular subject matter that we're getting ready to talk about is the one that I comment on the most. He's a great MC to me. I mean, what he's done for the culture, and I'm not going to get generic, I'm going to get a little bit more specific. I mean, he's fed a lot of people. He's created an amazing legacy. He's put on a ton of artists. I mean, he's built something that, you know, he might be, New York, the greatest, I mean, he's going to be considered one of the greatest music moguls of our time, Jayz. You know, it's not, he just doesn't wear the MC hat anymore, right? Mm-hmm. And I just want to make sure that that doesn't get lost in our discussion today of how great Jayz is and his grind from the bottom and from nothing.
He's a businessman.
Yes, businessman, and also, you know, his music, man, I know people get mad when I say this. He's a little greater than Biggie to me and Nas.
All right.
He is. You know, I always say it. And sometimes we can't always, you know, we don't really big up Jay's accomplishments. We don't. You know, we always want to fly into what he did wrong. So I want to make sure before I speak today, 9 out of 10 things Jayz does, I like. You know, listen, that freestyle he dropped at the Roots picnic, to me, that was like Tom Brady on the Buccaneers, man, catching another ring. I enjoyed seeing him step into that arena on that freestyle, with that freestyle that he did not have to do, because it doesn't change his legacy. But he felt the competitor in him, that's what he wanted to do. Now, I do question if that freestyle was to throw us off from the whole Target situation. I'm not sure. I'm just putting it there. I don't know. But even if that's not it, his competitiveness, performance, and music making, because I'm going to be honest about that performance, I really enjoyed it. I don't know if that was the Ice Cube Eazy-E hair, his outfit, his delivery, the bars. Because listen, man, Kendrick and Drake went back and forth for a long time. Jay answered a lot of people in like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. You know, his pen game's still fierce. He's still hungry. Now, back to Colin Kaepernick. You know, I was more disappointed, New York, on all the people, and I don't want to call what Jay did with Colin a hoodwink. You know what I want to call it? Sometimes we got to really keep in mind, Jay-Z is from Brooklyn. He's from the streets.
Best star.
Grinded. Hustler. You know, I'm just saying, like, I know sometimes we got a lot of surprises and things. Like, that's what he is. That's how he moved everything forward, the culture forward, him forward, all his people around him forward. You know, he understands that. And we got to be honest with ourselves. We wasn't mad at that when he was giving us the concerts and the music and what's the clothing they had?
Rockaware.
Sorry, Puff. I mean, Rockaware. Almost said Sean John.
Oh,
but
man.
I mean, all of those things. So I want to make sure when we really get to the Colin Kaepernick, it's past his prime when we get to his deal with the NFL. And they laid it out for you. Remember the room. Charlamagne was in the room then, and he was okay with it, right? And we got to do the same thing for Charlamagne, man. You know, that boy put his time in this city, grinded very hard. He's also put on a lot of people, changed the morning show landscape, because we're always just talking about people when we want to tear them down and we want to rip them down. We got to really sometimes just give it the way it is. You know.
The truth.
Yes. That, you know, what he has built for himself and for other people is amazing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. You know, he came out of that camp. He figured it out. He got fired. He went out of town. He came back. You know, sometimes we got to give our people our accolades. And once again, let's be clear, it's later on in his career that we're looking at this right now. So I'm talking about some people who have put in a lot of good work and positive work and you know. But now we got to say he, you know, C the God was in there when Jay was saying, we're past kneeling. You know, Jay-Z knew why the NFL was reaching out to him. All of us, I got shunned. I was called every name in the book for talking about Jay-Z with that particular situation.
Yep.
My bosses at the time and different people, hey, Jay called over and said, just give him a chance. I think he said 6 months. I always knew in 6 months that that's not going to resonate the same way if it's a mistake. And whatever it was, you know, Jay-Z, like I said, 9 out of the 10 things I love about you, bro. The Colin Kaepernick thing was a real slice below the belt, and that wasn't for your people. And you try to make people believe it was for your people, and that's why you're getting the Target flack, Jay. That's why you're getting the Target flack, because you and your team have always tried to camouflage that you're helping with that situation, because you have helped. Listen, Meek, prison reform, you know, countless people he's put on, countless artists they have put through that Rock Nation system to sell records, show them the system. Once again, 9 out of 10 things I like about him. But, and I'll be honest, if you want to chop Colin Kaepernick off at the knees, just say it, man. That's why this thing is real questionable it's not questionable anymore, Jay. It's not questionable anymore, to be honest. It's like you cut his knees off because some way or how the NFL spoke to you or you made your way to them and you knew whatever bag that you were taking was going to neutralize Colin. You knew that. You're smarter than that. But it's okay if you want to take it. Take it, my brother. Take it, but wear it, man. That's all, because that's why this all gets weird. If you're saying something about him, he gets upset. His team gets upset because we see through the jokes. And listen, it's a good jokes, bro. I ain't knocking your jokes. I'm just saying it came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick, and we saw you. Facts. You made, not you and your team, made personal calls to air personalities to make sure how they spun it. So you was with Colin in the beginning, but when you smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Mm-hmm. Y'all was communicating. Mm-hmm. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jukes. But it's okay. Brooklyn, I understand it. You a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z. I'm going to get that money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
McKeevy?
No, it's cool. Don't diss him. See the guard?
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the guard, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, the grime, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, that ain't an act. Because now that we learn after Akademiks has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did. And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest, his name Charlamagne, I'm gonna tell you why you did that. And I'm going to turn the music down. I'm going to tell you why a lot of people don't understand why you did that. I'm going to tell you why. You stood outside of New York, in North Carolina, your whole life. I think you did a little time in Philly. And you looked down at this city, and you were amazed by it. You want to come here. And you wanted to skip the line. And you thought, let me get next to Jay-Z. I mean, you rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper, and you got his mayonnaise all over your face. Every chance you got. You know why? Because you was looking for validation from a New York cat. You wanted validation. And what you did not realize, Charlamagne, is that boy Jay-Z right there, you ain't smarter than him. He's hustler from Brooklyn. You ain't never gonna outsmart him.
Ever.
And I know, Charlamagne, you was at your dinner table. Jay-Z really likes me. He likes my opinion. You was wearing that dirty Rock Nation hat I don't know how many days in a row. I thought it was a uniform. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I am not taking away from your accomplishments and what you do for people. But I'm saying you were a groupie with that Jay-Z. And you know something? We're going to keep it a buck today. Us from New York, see, you thought us falling back on Jay, you could just jump in and put his knob all over your nose, right? And put his eggnog all in your mouth. And you know the picture I'm painting, bruh. So now, what you didn't realize, and we ain't mad at Jay-Z for this, he was neutralizing your opinion, turning you into a parrot, and making you regurgitate what he wanted to get out there. Welcome to the club. You want to know why? And there's nothing wrong with it. Jay-Z does that to everybody. We ain't mad at him. We respect the hustle. He's a hustler. And the crazy thing is, Charlamagne, I know he didn't even really want to deal with you. You were just all over his gumbo. And I would do it too. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 6. Word. Call him back tomorrow. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 4. Word. Call him back. Yo, Charlamagne's on line 2. Yeah, man. Yo, you think he wants to get on my gumbo? Yeah, he does. You think he wants my mayonnaise in his face? Yeah. Charlamagne will take that mayonnaise. You've been riding another man's machine. I got a different word for it every time. Yo, I did the Max B laugh. And you know something? And I'm going to get back to Jay. But you know, Charlamagne made his name in New York, making New York artists and everybody go at each other. He came here to New York City, and nothing wrong. You fell for it. Nothing wrong. I'm not down in another dude. Now, Akademiks, who was never your friend, bruh. He's from Jersey. You from North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South? Well, I've been saying the wrong place the whole time? Sorry. Akademiks is from the town.
Yep.
I'm from the town.
Yep.
Joe Buttons is from the town.
Yep.
They just let you go, watching you knob off Jay, just waiting for you to fall. And here I am now, describing how you had the knob all the way in the back of your throat. Now, Mr. Mayonnaise.
Yo, Knob Deep.
That's what I'm calling him from now on. Mr. Mayonnaise.
Knob Deep.
A.K.A. Knob Deep. Yes. Mr. Mayonnaise, a.k.a. Knob Deep Charlamagne. Okay. So, I always get a name out of it. So, moving that forward, right? Then the other day he says, yo, people have selective something. Selective rage.
Yeah.
You have selective mayonnaise in your mouth, bro. What are you talking about selective rage? Yeah, there's rage about the Colin Kaepernick situation. Yes, there's rage that you faded. You faded all the way. What's the guy? Homer Simpson, into the bushes.
Into the bushes, yep.
You was right into the bushes, Homer. Mr. Mayonnaise. Yep. What'd you say, deep?
Knob Deep.
Knob Deep, yes. So you faded into the bushes. That's okay. You were never from the town. You don't know how to recognize a New York dude finessing you. You don't know how to recognize that. That's not Jay's fault, New York. That's not his fault. Now, where Jay's wrong is he never says, yo, boy, all people want from Jay is, yo, man, I'm going to get that bag. And that's it. Everybody will be off him. But, you know, he gave that impression like he cared. Now we fast forward to Target.
Yeah. Now,
it's a bad situation. Jay, if I could talk to you personally for a minute, that package is smoking, bro. I've been meaning to, yo, listen, New York. We all mad that he put that in Target, but don't get it twisted. That, what is it called?
The exclusive white vinyl?
Of what? Reasonable
Doubt 30.
Listen, I promised Nessa I'm not going to buy it, and I'm not. I don't know if Maria bought it, but I didn't. No, I'm not buying it. Maria, before you get a chance for us. Okay. I'm not going to buy it. I got to tell the Nessa the truth. I was bringing it up that I kind of liked it. Nessa got silent on me on the phone. Yeah. I stopped bringing it up.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, New York. I know this Target is a situation. I'm going to get to that talk. But that white vinyl right there, Reasonable Doubt, I mean, it's smoking. It's hot. It is. I don't want to front on nobody today. It's hot. Jay, I can't buy it. I will not buy it today. No. I'm not buying it. I can't buy it, Jay. And listen, New York City, please, because I'm going to get back to the target. Jay-Z is going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. We're going to talk about this today, and then we're going to push past it. Because after today, let's do no more Jay-Z slander. He's going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights.
Sold out.
Sold out. This is rap music.
It's impressive.
This is rap music, Jay-Z. Going to Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. I think there's 50,000 a night. He might be touching 150,000 people in 3 days. Please, I don't want any. I get it. Yes, some people are uptight. 9 out of 10 things he does right. He's going. Listen to me. He's not a headliner. There's no Eminem. There's no what's the other one? Justin Timberlake. Ain't nothing. He's from the culture. Because you know how sometimes people get who aren't from the culture, they like to put their nose in and make suggestions on what hip-hop should be. I'm dealing with that myself with a cornball that believes that somehow he's important to hip-hop. I'm so confused, man. I got to send him an email or something, or a postcard, something. He's confused. But Jay-Z, listen to me. Turn that music off, New York. Please. I'm from the Bronx. And don't think, you think I'm playing. There's going to be tears in a few people's eyes that day in the Bronx because he's going to go into Yankee Stadium for 3 nights. They're going to rub records. He's going to bring out guests. Hip-hop is going to be in full form in this city. I don't want us to lose track of that. Yes, the Colin Kaepernick thing, we don't like it. Now, Jay, with this Target thing, just say you want the money, bro. You picked the worst time to put some product in there. I mean, I don't know why you picked now. You knew what that was going to get. You knew that was going to give you. You knew what it is. But you know what? Everybody will leave you alone. Just say it's for the bread, man. Honestly, just say you don't care about the movement in that particular way. I mean, reform and all the other things you care about. You care about getting an artist bail and getting him on a lawyer and moving him forward, man. You've done your great things. I hear you. But getting in the way of that Colin Kaepernick, that's past music and past rap. You getting in the way of Target and people standing for that, that's past music and past rap. And then we learn, what's our guy's name? Charlamagne's name? Mr. Mayonnaise.
Knob Deep.
Mr. Man, doom, 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 doom. Shook Ones, Knob Deep, new remix. All right? So, Mr. Mayonnaise, Charlamagne, right? Now we learn, I don't know how you didn't see Akademiks was going to get you.
Waiting.
I don't know. Akademiks is from the town. Charlamagne, I know you got confused someplace. Jay-Z was finessing you. Akademiks and Joe Buttons tolerate you. Remember, I exposed you for the little girl and everything you sent over your lawyer's paperwork over here. I understand. You wanted me to stop. You said, listen, New York, every time I say something about Charlamagne or Envy, they send lawyer paperwork over here. I know somebody else that's really doing paperwork, that's not from the culture, but we'll talk about him another time. He's like an ambulance chaser. Yeah, but, we'll talk about it. Anyway, so New York, every time I say something about Charlamagne and Envy, they send paperwork. I'm going to get paperwork before the end of the week.
Catch a case.
Yes, catch a case. So, I'm going to go back to you for a minute, Charlamagne. You built your name off the street when you got to a certain place, and you've done great things. Your political movement, people try to know. Man, you stand where you stand, you give your opinion, you do your thing. That's the problem with us. We don't like to give up people's accolades. The 200 million, congratulations to you, my brother. That's probably going to happen for so many other people because of the door that you opened, all right? You got to a certain place, and I got to be honest. What's the thing, that other thing, I don't know. What's that thing he does with people and when they have a little situation?
Donkey?
Nah, I forgot what it was. It's mental health.
Oh.
My brother, I question that with you now because maybe you took a hot topic and you hit it home. You probably use that excuse for, in the home when you do shit wrong. Nah, I'm prior mental health. And I don't know what Whack 100's talking about that apartment you got in Fort Lee with the side girl. I don't know. I know nothing about that, all right? That's none of my business who you're boinking, okay? So let's move forward.
Or getting.
Oh, yes. So Akademiks exposed that See the God is involved or was with the whole Rock Nation movement to open a casino.
Yep.
And he's listed as either, I don't know if it's a partner, a person that could make money off it. And look at you, Charlamagne. You're so stupid. You're getting all this heat, and the casino didn't even open. It didn't even happen, right? But now, when you say people have selective
rage
on Jay-Z, my brother, you're on the payroll, or whatever you want to call it. You're getting a slice of the pie to say nice things about Jay-Z. That's it.
Agent.
Yeah. And New York City, I'm going to tell a story, a Rock Nation story. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. And it's nothing wrong. Let me explain something to you, Charlamagne. Before you did that deal, all love to them, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Irv Gotti came to me about doing a deal with Rock Nation after I said something bad about Jay-Z about the tunnel. And they kept waving $2 million, $1 million around. You can make a lot of money, Flex. We really want to do the tunnel project. I do believe them, but I said to Irv, if I take this $2 million, can I say something about Jay-Z whenever I have an issue? And Irv Gotti said, sure you can. I said, no, I can't. And stop it, Irv. They put $2 million in my bank account. I cannot do that. So, Charlamagne, don't consider yourself special. They offer deals to a lot of radio people. You're just the dummy that took it. You are the dummy that took a situation where all he wanted, you think he liked you? You think he wanted to be with your family? You think he doesn't think you're goofy? Of course he does. And he should. You are goofy. And you're from out of town. He finessed you. And he put all that mayonnaise in your mouth. Mr. Mayonnaise?
Knob deep.
He put what's the other thing? All that eggnog in your eyes. You didn't see it because you were gobbling him. And listen, Jay-Z you were like a girl to him that he met on the corner. And he was deciding, should he pound it? Should he not pound it? What, do I got time? And he pounded you from the back. That's what he did. Pause. By the way, I mean, let's take a moment to say, Let's Rap About It podcast is the hottest podcast in the city. I just thought I'd say that. Shout out to Jim Jones, the marine biologist. It's the craziest skit I've ever seen in my life.
You, with the professor.
Yeah, no, you, with the professor. Jim didn't budge.
Shout to Mano.
Shout to Mano. Shout to Fabulous. Shout to Mano. Shout to Fab. And shout to
Davies.
Davies said something like, yo, that's crazy.
He said heavy.
Heavy. That heavy? Yo, that's heavy. Yo, he was thinking about a burger. He wasn't even in the conversation. I thought he was going to go, no, that's heavy. That's heavy. Y'all going to the restaurant or not? We getting something to eat or not? Oh, my God. Those guys are pure comedy. Yeah. Back to pure comedy. Let's get back to the gobbler, gobbling Jay-Z. So, you didn't, you came with selective rage after Jay-Z does that deal. Once again, if anything, I know people think that what is it? The Target thing is a nail in a coffin for Jay-Z. No, it's not. You know what it is? He's from Brooklyn, and he's a hustler, and he's doing it for the money. That's it. And that particular situation, he's done several situations that have nothing to do with money for a lot of people. That's the problem we have to do, because we can't lead the people down astray that only know Jay for the last 10 years, right? We want to make sure that's all fair. Now, Charlamagne, on the other hand, you duped your audience. I'm not saying anything else, but you definitely duped your audience into believing that Jay-Z wasn't doing it for the money when you had a stake in it, which is Roach. Mm-hmm. You can be bought. You was bought. And you kind of wasn't because the casino wasn't open. So you just getting a dagger for the heck of it. And I'm going to be honest about you and DJ Envy. And I'm going to be honest, my brothers. Turn that down. I know I go at y'all and we do things. I'm going to be honest. You guys should be a little ashamed of yourselves. And that's real talk. Meaning, I'm not saying, like just how I'm describing Jay, you could describe him like that. All the things you love. But you know that the Colin Kaepernick situation at LFL, you know that what the NFL wasn't right. You know the Target thing was at the worst time. And Envy, man, I hope I can say something today. And I know you, and I know, listen, I know you and your whole family's mad because I answer you guys or I say something about y'all. Because I don't know why y'all think you can talk and nobody can talk about y'all. Y'all are mistaken. But anyway, Envy, you walking around the town with your chip on your shoulder. I ain't saying you did something wrong, my brother. And I know we ain't never really talked about this. I ain't saying you did nothing wrong, but you knew. I'm going to tell you something, Envy, and you really need to know this. You let a dude, not even from your culture, turn you against your people and rob them. That's, you know, and I hate to put it like that, Envy, but that's what happened. You let somebody that ain't even from your thing make you rob your people, old, young, or whatever, on a real estate scam. And you walking around quiet. Listen, I hope you beat the case, my brother. I don't see nobody in jail. But you shouldn't feel good about that, my man. You shouldn't. You should not. And Charlamagne, you shouldn't feel good about whatever Jay's doing. You know what's so funny? Jay-Z doesn't ask anybody to be on his gremlin. Jay doesn't care. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying he's not out here recruiting people. You people go to him. He's not recruiting camp. You guys, and you know, you're from North Carolina or South Carolina. Goobers, gobbler. You're from South Carolina, and you was gobbling Jay. That's what you were doing. I keep it a buck. I see Angie. Angie ain't buying in all of that. I mean, I ain't buying a lot of people. EBRO bought into that a little bit. EBRO, you know I love you, man. I watched you up here, my brother. You felt special when Jay-Z used to call. You know what EBRO used to say to me sometimes? Yeah, you know, Jay-Z called me. I used to just look at him. But I will say with EBRO, EBRO's a musical fan of his first. Mm-hmm. He is a musical fan. And if I know EBRO, I know when he went home a couple times, he said, damn, Jay shouldn't have done that. I know you said that. I know you said that. You can't, because you have morals. So a lot of people, man, you know, hugged him, man. Hugged a man that didn't even want the attention. Now, I saw your open letter, I understood your vibe, and I hope I said some of the things that you were trying to get across that we would like. Listen, forget making Jay-Z the person that needs to talk. You know, maybe this is where I disagree with you, Forget the people that were trying to make Jay-Z do what he needs to do for the youth. I don't think he signed up for that. And we should stop making it that. Here's what happened with Jay. He poked his head out, tried to stand up for a few things in the beginning. He took a few checks. And then what he stood for in the beginning, he could no longer kind of like, oh, I stand for something. They were like, no, you took the bag. So I think Jay-Z is retired from the, hey, I'm out here to help the people. I think he is officially retired from that. He's grabbing all bags. And listen, if there's a company and they're having a trouble with black people, Jay-Z's taking the bag. We know what it is now. Mm-hmm. So let's put him out of the category of over-helping people.
He's past kneeling.
That's not his thing. And so that's it. Like it's not like we don't have to, the crucifixion doesn't have to continue. He don't want to do it. And I know there was some shadiness he did with the Barclays. Whatever. The Barclays situation, Colin Kaepernick NFL situation, and Target, the ones with the hot vinyl. Damn, that vinyl's so hot, man. All right. So Target, NFL, and Barclays shows you that that's not where Jay-Z's at. Who I blame is the air personalities and bloggers that didn't call him out on it. So he continued. But what are we calling out? Where is he from? He's from Brooklyn. He's a hustler. This is how he put the whole thing together, bro. We can't be mad at the player at the end on how he's playing it, man. He's 50 plus. He's playing it different now. That's it. Get off his snarsages. Get off of it. That's it. Charlamagne, get off his snarsage, man. It's over. No one's ever taken you serious again about your opinion of what a good guy Jay-Z is. You got a stake in something. That's it. That's it, man. Envy. No one's ever going to buy a house from you. Matter of fact, I don't want to buy a used car from you right now. You need to give some of this money back. I'm going to tell people's personal business for a minute because it's out there. And Jay-Z obviously had an issue in the past about, I guess, bootleg records and Charlie Baltimore. Let's keep it a buck. Now, Jay, I don't think you should have been touching Charlie Baltimore because that was Notorious B.I.G.'s, Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z and get into a situation over Charlie Baltimore. Yo, Charlie Baltimore, what you got shooting out of that? Because that's... Yo, let me tell you something. New York, Jay-Z and are two respectable men that play poker well. Them two boys right there, they emotionless. Charlie Baltimore, what you got pushing out of there? Like, gasoline premium?
Pushing P.
I mean, wow. I mean, I understand. That was up Big Zally. I understood that. That was a little off for Jay-Z. I didn't think it was. Man, that was a good look, bro. I don't know if we ever talked about that. That was a nice score, bro. wasn't even rapping.
No.
Wasn't even rapping in any videos.
He was a mogul, though.
I don't want to blow you up. I know a couple other things you knocked down, but I'm gonna shut up. That's a cool cat. Anyway, I hope that letter's coming from a good place because we do have a bootleg situation that you and Jay was arguing about. Charlie Baltimore was definitely part of it, a couple things. But in it, I saw it. But man, I know you're an unsung hero. And what you did for Cam and Little Kim will probably never, ever be in the history book the way it should. And for Big, because you did a lot for Big. And I know you was overshadowed by Puff and Bad Boy when it came to Biggie. But that Junior Mafia was serious. You and Big was building something great. And New York City, I'm going to tell you something about this business, man. Sometimes that validation, man, and I'm not saying that was Un's issue. That was definitely Charlamagne's issue. He was looking for validation and got all that goop mayonnaise in his mouth, all that Jay-Z mayonnaise.
Nah, I'm deep.
Pause. By the way, the Let's Rap About It podcast is the hottest podcast in the city right now, and French Montana is the hottest artist in the city. I thought I'd take time out to say that. And according to the books, Charlie Baltimore got something strong down there because she's making people pull out knives. Whoa, two cool cats too. Them cats cool. And Jay-Z did not stab Un. We're clear on that though, right? Like Jay-Z did not stab Un. That like that. There was something happened with Cruz, but so. What were we talking about? See, now I forgot what I was leaving off. I said something about, I still talked about Joe.
We were last at Knob Deep.
Knob Deep, yes. So then you have Dame Dash out here. who I love dearly, and I want to see him get to a good place. I'm gonna tell you something, New York. I ain't like when the Breakfast Club brought him out there and let him move like that, because Dame Dash has a good heart. I'm telling you, New York. In his heyday, man, he would help anybody. He helped me very much so. I mean, he knows it. I know it. He really, and I'm not talking about finances because everybody think people are taking money. I'm not the one taking money. Charlamagne took Jayz's. Remember, he took the deal, the situation, and then he was favorable. And you remember him, man. You tarnished yourself, boy. Man, you got played. Yo, Charlamagne thought he was playing Jay-Z.
He got played.
He got played.
Yep. Best style.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, I like what you did there, bro. Then, Akademiks, New York City. Akademiks exposing Charlamagne is legendary in this town moving forward. Yo, he got acting skills and all of that.
Yo, what do we say? I don't want to do this.
Yo. Oh, he said, not my favorite.
Not my friend.
Oh, my gosh. Yo, man. Ooh, we learned so much. So, Dame Dash, and I don't want to shortchange her. I don't want to shortchange Un. Once again, Un, amazing person. Let me tell you something. These are unsung heroes. People think that back then was just Jay-Z and Puff or DMX. You know, Dame and Un and Irv were extreme soldiers that put in their most. I'm unhappy about the way Irv passed. Because of how great he is and how much he loved the game. And you know, Un and Dame Dash and Irv Gotti and the three of y'all, you know what the real problem is? Y'all love the game for real too much. That's the hurt that y'all feeling. Because I feel that hurt for y'all. And I'm not talking about Dame and Jay. Dame Dash loved this. Partying hard, the liquor, buying the tables. He loved other people's music back then when they had a hot one, made him compete. I know Dame comes across a little aggressive now, and I know my son doesn't understand Dame Dash. I've been trying to explain to him. You know, he saw that Breakfast Club, and he was like, Dad, man. I was like, listen, man, just chill. He's not that type of guy. What did he call him? Listen. When Dame called Charlamagne Count Dumula, I couldn't breathe.
That was funny.
That was funny. I watch everybody's content, by the way, in New York, and I don't mind talking about people's content because we already got the best morning show. We got Mirror in the morning, so we're good. But, you know, we're just talking about a situation and things like that. So, today, man, the people come from the era. They love you. I'll tell you something else, man. I saw DeBizza, who's Damian Young to me, New York. And I know some of you guys know DeMizza from being on the gram. But Damian Young, man, he's another one, man. Such a good heart. And I know what bothers him, what he gave to the game. And sometimes, me included, a Dame Dash, a Un, a Irv Gotti, a Damian Young. Sometimes we love the game too much. And when we love it too much, we don't pay attention to everything we don't pay attention to everyone's not smiling for us and clapping for us. And sometimes it's a little late. So, DeMizza, Damian Young, I mean, I know you put a lot into the game, my brother. And sometimes I see you on that gram, and I got to be honest, sometimes I go, man, I wish he'd leave that subject alone or leave that energy alone. But I saw him, man, and I saw that guy's eyes, those eyes that I saw 20 years ago. And somebody took the passion out of his eyes, bro, because I know what that guy was. And listen, New York, we all get gassed when we hot. I was gassed then. I'm gassed right now when I'm talking to you. I'm gassed. Yeah, I'm hot. And we get into that. We're New Yorkers. So, you know, I appreciate everybody listening to me today. I hope we cleared up everything. What did we learn today, boys and girls? Jay, you snaked Colin. You snaked him. Mm-hmm. That's the point. That part, you snaked Colin for an NFL that didn't care about you. But fam, you look like you got a good bag out of that, so I get it. I get it. We learned that now that the paperwork is out that Akademiks is exposed, which we learned that Charlamagne is a full gobbler, cookie gobbler.
Knob deep.
Knob deep. Had Jay's mayonnaise all in his mouth. Desiree, I know you get mad at me too, Desiree. Desiree, I love you. You know I do. Let me tell you something. Y'all can say what y'all want about Desiree sometimes. I hear you. The last thing in the 5 years. I'm going to tell you something. Desiree had a club, Club 2000, uptown, where everybody in that club had a gun. And I ain't see that woman move, stutter, or nothing. She was a party promoter before she even met Jay-Z. So, Desiree got her time in the street. I don't know about the rest of the stuff. Not my business. I don't know. I can't say if it's valid or not. I don't know. Sometimes I don't care. Desiree, you going to speak to me again. I know y'all mad at me at Rock Nation. Bleak acting funny with me sometimes. I know y'all mad at me. One day we're going to be friends again. I guess it ain't going to be today or maybe in the next 10 years. But we got to say, man, you know, Jay did take a hit with the talk. Yo, but Rock Nation, man, that vinyl's chunky, though, man. Sorry, Nessa, but that's chunky, man. That piece, I mean, when I got it in the mail, no, I didn't. No. I didn't get it in the mail. I did not get it in the mail.
Stupid.
When I saw my neighbor with it, that's better. When I saw my neighbor next door with the Reasonable Doubt white vinyl, little artwork in between, the new plastic, different picture on the outside, that my neighbor got it. I don't have it. But New York City, I'm going to tell you something. If you go into that concert at Yankee Stadium and that vinyl is, you could purchase it in there and you ain't got to go through Target, I would purchase it. I would purchase it. Just don't purchase it through Target. You should purchase that Reasonable Doubt, that vinyl. DJs, it's serious, man. When I put it on the turntable, no, I did not put it on the turntable. No, that was a mistake. I love everybody. It's Hot 97.